Back here, KC's Corner, 97.5 KDEE. Saturday night in Las Vegas, Nevada. It went down as Deontay Wilder
to this day
fought for the defended his heavyweight championship against Luis Ortiz in a rematch of their first classic that took place a couple years ago. And it was absolutely unreal to see, right? Because Deontay Wilder didn't do anything for about 7 rounds. Absolutely nothing. He just sat there, kind of pawed away at the jab, trying to find certain things that he could do in there. Didn't really throw any punches whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, with 10 seconds to go in the 7th round, Deontay Wilder unloaded a bomb, a stick of dynamite, right to the forehead of Luis Ortiz and ended the fight. Absolutely ended the fight. KO, 7th round. And it is now being harder and harder to go against the notion that Deontay Wilder is, number one, the baddest man on the planet right now. I think he is. I'll give him that. Number 2, must-see TV. I'll definitely give him that. He is coming time and time again with these highlight knockouts that just add to the highlight reel for his career. I'm giving him both of those two. But then you got the situation where Deontay Wilder has come out numerous times, and he said, when you fight him, you have to be perfect for 12 rounds to beat me. I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds. And when he said that, I said, Deontay, that's not the way you should be looking at things. That's not the way that you should be going about the way you prepare for a fight, the way that you look at your opponents, the way you look at what you're doing in the boxing ring. You can't just rely on that right hand all the time. You're going to have to be able to get in there and jab and do all this other stuff. But you know what? This man is right. He's absolutely right. Because here's one thing that I know about Deontay Wilder in his entire career. He's going to throw that right hand, and at some point in 12 rounds, it's going to find the other guy's chin or his head, his forehead, side of the head, whatever. It's going to find it. He's going to connect. And every time, all 41 times that he's fought, is it 41 or 42? I don't know. Let me make sure. All 42 times that he has fought. Actually, 43 times, excuse me. One was a draw. 43 times, but still, all 43 times, he has found that opponent with that right hand. And they have gone down every single time. Every time. So who am I to sit here and be like, Deontay, you're living in a fantasy world. You can't possibly do that all the time. He's faced the best that there is in this division. And he's done it every time. And they've gone down every time. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing to see him operate. And I even say all that about him relying on that right hand. He showed in this fight, and he talked about it in a couple interviews afterwards, how he was setting up Luis Ortiz the entire time. And I believe him. He was setting him up. He is becoming more technical of a fighter. There is a method to his madness when it comes to just throwing haymakers. That's one thing that people don't realize and don't seem to see. There is a method to what he's trying to do, and he's orchestrating it on a high level. So Deontay Wilder knocked out Luis Ortiz in a game, in a fight that I thought was going to be a close one, and it was dangerous. Luis was winning pretty much every round up until that knockout point. He wasn't dominating Wilder, but he was more active, and he was winning those rounds. And Wilder put it away with one shot, a one-hitter quitter. All right? Then the focus moved to, Deontay, what are you going to do after this fight? What do you have next? And here's what he had to say about what's next for Deontay Wilder.
Who would you like next? There's obviously the rumors of Tyson Fury. We've got another big heavyweight bout coming up with Andy Ruiz and, of course, Anthony Joshua. Who do you want to face next?
Well, my next, of course, we have Tyson Fury to rematch next.
When and where? Can you tell us when that's going to be?
Well, this schedule is set to be done in February, so we'll see how that goes. And then after that, I'm looking for a unification bout. I want one champion, one face, one name, and he go by the name of Deontay Wilder. The heavyweight division is too small to have so many belts lingering around. There should just be one champion. It's too confusing for the fans, you know, and I think I'm the perfect man for that job.
Well, that's exactly what it is. Tyson Fury on deck. They've got a date already set, February 22nd, the rematch between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I go back and forth with this with people about this all the time. I think Deontay Wilder knocks him out. The bottom line is, just like I just spoke about, Tyson Fury had one job: to stay away from the right hand, to stay away from getting knocked down by Deontay Wilder. And Tyson Fury fought an excellent fight. He fought a perfect fight. And even in fighting a perfect fight, he still couldn't get away from it. He still ran into it. And by some divine presence, he tapped into his inner Undertaker or whatever the case may be. He was able to get up from it in the 12th round. That was an unbelievable moment. All credit to Tyson Fury. But I'm going to tell you right now, not if, but when he runs into that right hand again in this rematch, he ain't getting up this time. He ain't getting up this time, baby. Deontay Wilder will knock out Tyson Fury in the rematch on February 22nd. It's going to be a match that I can't wait to see. These are the top two heavyweights in the game. I know people for a long time been talking about Anthony Joshua. He ain't it. He's got to handle his own business against Andy Ruiz coming up in a couple weeks in a great heavyweight showdown. These are the two best, Deontay and Tyson Fury. And I like Tyson Fury. I don't have no problem with him, but he ain't Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder will take care of business. Like he said, he wants one face, one name when it comes to the heavyweight championship of the world. And he's going to take another step towards that in a couple months. So shout out to Deontay Wilder Bomb Squad for continuing to defend his heavyweight title and continuing his Hall of Fame career, man. Big ups to that, man. So shout out to him. We're going to slide out one more time. We got one more segment. And when I come back, we're going to do something a little special because I got ears in the city of Baltimore. And this 49ers-Ravens game is just too big, man. It's just too big. I got to tap into my connects out there and be more. And I'm gonna talk to the streets and see what the streets got to say about this monumental matchup between the Ravens and the 49ers taking place on Sunday. So we'll get into that right now. A little music, Black Street, featuring Dr. Dre and Queen Pen, No Diggity, no doubt, here on KC's Corner on 97.5 KDEE.